One of my favorite writings from Martin Luther was The Freedom of a Christian. There's a statement in there, two statements that he puts together that I really like. First one, a Christian is a perfectly free Lord of all, subject to none. Second one, a Christian is a perfectly dutiful servant of all, subject to all. The two seem to contradict one another, but that's what it means to live in the freedom of the gospel. The good news of the gospel is that Jesus has set us free from the power that sin and death holds over us. We are free to live our lives and enjoy the life God has given and created us. At the same time, as Christians, as followers of Christ, we are servants. We are called to love our neighbor as ourselves, to care for them. And so while we are free in the gospel, we are also called and strengthened and empowered by the Holy Spirit to use the gifts we've been given and the resources we've been given to love the people and the world that God so loves. That's what we're looking at in the next few weeks in worship. We started this last week. Our theme is Live Generously, these next coming up 3 weeks as well. We've been talking about this the last few years. 2 years ago, we had the theme Live Free. So we talked about what it means to live in the freedom of the gospel. And then last year we looked at Live Simply. As Christians, how are we called to live simply, going against what our culture, the extravagance of what our culture kind of promotes? How can we live simply? And this year we're looking at how do we live lives of generosity, meaning all parts of our lives. Yes, with our resources, and how do we use our gifts? How do we use our time? How do we use our kindness and love generously for our neighbor? This week we'll be looking at forgiveness. How can we forgive generously? So, looking forward to the coming fall. We're off to a great start this year so far with our fall programs. We are back to Sunday morning worship at 8 and 10:30 a.m. with Sunday school in between, but 9:15 to 10:15. And we also have our worship service on Wednesday as well now at 6:30. So look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.